Hey guys, what's up? This is Craig Cosmo. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Sandman's Netflix series, Season 1, Episode 1, Sleep of the Just. Now, before I begin, I just want to say I do apologize for not having to make any reviews in this past week. So anyways, without further ado, let's begin. Now, this episode of this series is actually based upon the comic books The Sandman, and which was very amazing. I absolutely enjoy reading The Sandman back in the 80s or in the 90s, which I can't remember which one of the two decades it was, but it was very fantastic. So anyways, now with the story. Now the story is very fantastic. The story, I believe, takes place in the 20th century, 1916, which is basically where the Sandman, known as the Dreams, aka Morpheus, which is his real name, and when Morpheus, who ruled over the realm of the dreams, he was then going to use the crystal to try to wipe out this other entity in the realm of the dream named Corinthians. However, Morpheus was then summoned into the human realm, who was then knocked unconscious when he was summoned. And while he was summoned, Corinthian came to the earth and then gave the instructions to the humans to contain Morpheus. And when Morpheus was contained, Morpheus didn't say anything to anyone or anybody because he was so silent, he was so quiet. Now, I'm not going to spoil the rest of the story. If you want to watch the episode of this Netflix series, I highly recommend you watch it on Netflix or maybe on some other episodes or anything like that. But anyways, now I'm done talking about the stories. Now I'm going to talk about the location. I love it how it was filmed in Europe, which you can pretty much tell that it is pretty much filmed in Europe. And not only that it was filmed in Europe, I also love it how this story takes place in the early 20th century. And I like how the characters dressed up as. But anyways, I am going to be talking about one of my favorite main characters, Morpheus, played by Tom Sturridge. Now, Tom Sturridge does a pretty good job playing Morpheus, and that was pretty much amazing. I love it how when Morpheus started, using his dream powders to make other humans sleepy, and that was pretty much amazing. Now, what makes this character so unique is that he is actually the lord, if not the ruler of the dream, and he is actually the dream itself. But yeah, I do like this character, and I really think he's a very awesome and a pretty much the most powerful protagonist of this episode. And I also love it how they picked this actor to play the dreams, and that was pretty amazing. But there are some little flaws that I noticed in one part of the episode, which they forgot to put a white spot on one of his cheeks, which there was a little less makeup in one area, in small part of the area, but which, by the way, it's still okay. Anyways, yeah. Now I want to talk about the villain named Corinthian, played by Boyd Holbrook. And now Boyd Holbrook does a pretty good job of playing Corinthian. I love it how they picked Boyd Holbrook into playing Corinthian, and that was a pretty amazing thing they did. What makes Corinthian the main villain in the Sandman is that he is willing to use his power to cause some kind of destructions into the realms of mortal, where humans don't fall asleep, where humans are sleepwalking, or humans that are not sleepwalking. And Corinthian is just one of those characters that is screwing up the natural orders, along with having to, blind the humans and then taking their lives away. And that was pretty amazing. Now that I'm done talking about the villains, now I want to talk about the special effects. I like the special effects, and the special effects of the Sandman was very amazing. One of my favorite special effects where everything was like, where the bird is like going into this bizarre dimension, And then you get to see so many magical, mystical creatures in the Sandman, such as the dragons, the jack-o'-lanterns, and many more magical creatures in the realm of the dream. So now I'm going to give out my overall thoughts. Overall, I think this episode was very, very good. So I'm going to give this rating of this episode 4 out of 5 for being an outstanding episode, except for the one little flaws that was in the cheek. But anyways, yeah, like I said before, 4 out of 5 for being an outstanding episode. So anyways, before I go, if you enjoy watching my video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because I might continue on doing some more random contents like this in the future, either to review movies or even make videos about other things in the future. So anyways, this is Craig Cosmo. Until next time, bye.